A figure stands silhouetted against a vast, silent landscape, observing, not reacting, not speaking, simply absorbing. This stillness is not absence, but a profound presence. In a world saturated with noise, the clamor of opinions, the incessant demands for attention, the digital din that seeks to fill every void, there exists a countercurrent, a quiet strength. It is the discipline of silence. It is the understanding that true power often resides not in the cacophony of words, but in their deliberate absence. A strong mind does not feel compelled to fill every pause, to assert itself in every conversation. Instead, it listens, it observes, it reflects. It understands that silence is not merely the cessation of sound, but a fertile ground for growth, a crucible for clarity. It is a conscious choice, a practiced art, one that ancient philosophers understood deeply. They knew that the outward expression is merely a shallow reflection of the inner state. To master the self, one must first master the inner world, and that journey often begins in quiet contemplation. Consider the constant internal monologue that accompanies us through life. The relentless stream of thoughts, judgments, desires, and anxieties. Add to this the external barrage, news cycles, social media notifications, the endless conversations of others. Our minds are perpetually stimulated, rarely afforded a moment of true repose. But the Stoics, Epictetus in particular, urged us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not. Our thoughts, our judgments, our reactions, these are ours to command. The external world, with all its noise and distraction, is largely beyond our direct influence. By cultivating silence, we create a sanctuary for our minds. We step back from the external clamor, and in doing so, we gain a clearer vantage point on our internal landscape. It is in this quiet space that we can begin to disentangle our authentic self from the tangled web of external expectations and fleeting impulses. We learn to observe our thoughts without immediately identifying with them, to acknowledge our emotions without being swept away by them. This inner stillness is a profound act of self-possession. It allows us to hear the subtle whispers of intuition, to process complex ideas without interruption, to fortify our resolve against the relentless pull of external stimuli. If silence is the foundation, then deliberate speech is its carefully crafted edifice. Seneca, the Roman statesman and philosopher, often emphasized the weight and responsibility of our words. He understood that speech, when wielded without thought, can be a source of immense regret and error. No man was ever wise by chance, he wrote, and by extension, no man ever spoke wisely by chance. The disciplined mind understands that not every thought needs to be voiced, not every opinion needs to be shared. There is immense strength in choosing silence, in reserving one's words until they carry true meaning and purpose. This is not about suppressing expression, but about elevating it. It is about understanding that our words, once spoken, cannot be retrieved. They carry consequences, shape perceptions, and define character. To speak less, but to speak with greater intent, is a hallmark of intellectual and emotional maturity. It implies a process of internal deliberation, a filtering of impulse through the sieve of reason and wisdom. Before a strong mind speaks, it considers, is this necessary? Is it kind? Is it true? Is it helpful? This pause, this silent consideration, transforms mere utterance into impactful communication. It is the difference between noise and signal. Beyond the careful crafting of one's own words, the discipline of silence reveals its profound utility in the act of listening. To truly listen is to suspend one's own agenda, one's own impending reply, and to fully absorb the words and meaning of another. It is an act of humility and respect. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, repeatedly urged self-reflection and the pursuit of wisdom through understanding. He knew that one cannot understand without truly hearing. In our hurried world, many wait for their turn to speak, rather than genuinely seeking to comprehend. But the silent listener gains an invaluable advantage. They gather information, perceive nuances, and understand perspectives that the garrulous speaker often misses. They learn, they grow, they build deeper connections. The strong mind recognizes that wisdom often comes not from broadcasting one's own knowledge, but from absorbing the insights of others. It acknowledges the vastness of what is unknown and approaches conversations as opportunities for discovery rather than platforms for display. This profound form of listening is an expression of self-control, a triumph over the ego's desire to dominate, and a pathway to deeper insight. The relentless demands of modern life can be overwhelming. Information overload, constant connectivity, the pressure to perform, all contribute to a state of perpetual mental exhaustion. It is in this environment that the discipline of silence becomes not just a virtue, but a vital tool for resilience. By consciously stepping away from the external noise, by creating pockets of quietude in our day, we allow our minds to reset, to consolidate, to recover. This is not idleness. It is active recovery. Just as an athlete rests their body to prevent injury and enhance performance, so too must the mind be given periods of stillness to maintain its strength and clarity. Silence allows us to process experiences, to grieve losses, to celebrate triumphs, and to integrate lessons learned. It strengthens our inner fortress against the slings and arrows of fortune. When faced with adversity, the mind accustomed to quiet reflection is less likely to panic, less likely to be swayed by immediate emotional responses. It possesses the calm interior space to analyze the situation, to consider options, and to respond with reasoned judgment. This resilience, forged in quietude, becomes an unshakable inner resource. This discipline is not about becoming a hermit or a recluse. It is about intentionality. It is about integrating moments of stillness into the rhythm of daily life. It might be 5 minutes of silent contemplation before the day begins, a conscious choice to turn off notifications during a task, or simply taking a walk without the accompaniment of music or podcasts. It is about observing the impulse to speak, and sometimes choosing not to. It is about recognizing that every word spoken should add value, clarity, or meaning. The strong mind understands that true influence often comes not from volume, but from substance. The greatest truths are often conveyed in the fewest words, and sometimes in none at all. Embrace the quiet moments. Seek the wisdom that emerges from within when the external world is hushed. Cultivate the discipline of silence and watch as your inner world expands, your focus sharpens, and your presence deepens.